July 10th, 2025. It is Thursday today and back at the dacha. So what do I got planned for today? Well, this right here, this grass that I planted last week, I got to remove the tarps from that because it is ready for the unveiling. And we have a bit of a breeze here, as you can see beside me or behind me. Perfect working weather for working on that drainage ditch that I was working on yesterday, where I was pulling out all the weeds. And what do I got to do? Well, I need to lay the fabric down, haul in the drain rock, the cheb in, cover everything up, and then cover it up with soil. So if the weather holds out where it's going to be nice and cool, I can probably get it completed today. If not, well, at least it will be moving things forward. All right, let's go to work. You can see the grass that's already coming up through the porous fabric here. So it is ready to be uncovered. So I got to pick up all the rebar first, and then I'll slowly pull off the fabric, and we will have the reveal of our new lawn. All right, let's do it. It's interesting that on this line right here, the grass hasn't really started growing, yet I planted them on the same day. This right here shows that the grass is really picked up. So let's pull this out and let's see how it looks. There it is. So the grass is growing better when it's under this more porous fabric. So maybe what I will do is I will still take that fabric off right there, but I'll replace it with this more porous one. And the grass should then grow much faster. All right, let's reveal a little bit more. Now that I uncovered everything, I can see which fabric works better. And the one that was more porous, like right over here, the grass grew much better. The one that didn't allow much sunlight through has just barely started to grow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the porous fabric back on and just let it continue to grow. And I'll just leave this open. I might just put fabric over there also. So I need to go hunt around for some fabric that is like this. All right, let's go on the hunt. Change of plans. I decided to cover everything up, except this time I'm using the thin, porous fabric. So this way the sun will be able to go through. And even though there were some good growth areas over there, it's still quite short. So I figure a couple more days underneath this thin fabric that's really porous, it should be much thicker when I unravel it in a couple days. All right, so yeah, that's the thicker fabric right there. It's almost like a tarp. So I need to roll it up and put it away. So yeah, this is a little bit of a delay today, but I know I'm gonna get a very nice result because of this little fix-up that I'm doing. All right, let's go back to work.
Завтра в Хабаровске до плюс 29. Ясно. Ветер юго-западный, умеренный. Ближайшей ночью плюс 17.
I keep the radio on when I'm not videotaping. Otherwise, if it's on while I'm videotaping, if there's any music, any songs, they're copyrighted, and then it doesn't allow me to upload my videos. Anyways, the weather forecast for today is supposed to be around 24-25 degrees, but for tomorrow, what you guys just heard, it's supposed to warm up to 29. So I got to get as much done today so that hopefully I won't have to work in the heat tomorrow. So I just thought I'd update you guys with that. Here's the perforated fabric that I'm going to be using for the drainage. So what I need to do is roll it out. It's about halfway rolled out, maybe 2/3. And then I got to fold it in half and cut it down the center. All right, let's do it. Whoa, I didn't realize that it is this long. That is one long sheet. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe I will cut it in half. It'll be much easier once it's folded to then cut it in half again. So I decided to just cut a shorter piece and then cut it in half again. And now we got one half already rolled up into a nice roll. And I'll roll this up right here. And then when I need more, I'll just get that other long piece and I'll cut out how much I need. So I've got two good sized portions here that I will start out with for the drainage. Plus I only have limited amount of the drain rock here, the chebin, and I think that should cover pretty much what we have here. So this is going to be double length because one is already rolled up. Okay, here it is. So I got to start from here. I got to make it to this corner and then push it all the way down that way. So the corner takes a few more pieces because the more of an angle you have, it doesn't fold over. So you got to get small pieces and just wrap them around to make sure that no dirt is going to be going into the drain rock. So let's start making this corner. So we'll start from here and we'll take it up to about over there. Okay, let's start. I'm starting off with this little section right here that I cut out just to the corner. So I'm going to go get some drain rock and fill it up right about to here. And then I will tie the other part and push it a little bit down that way. All right, let's go get the drain rock. This is the first wheelbarrow load of the drain rock here. And we are running out. I will probably end up getting about maybe 4 or 5 wheelbarrow loads. And I know that we need definitely more. So we're going to have to order another truckload so that we can finish off the drain field. And Vika needs for the greenhouse, for the center walkway, she needs to put the drain rock on there. So we definitely need more. All right, let's go haul this away. I completed this corner, so I filled the drain rock into the perforated fabric and I covered it up. And now I'm going to get the dirt that's just right here in this mound and I will just fill it in. And as for the fines, well, I'll go look somewhere else to get the fines. I don't think I can find any here. Maybe, who knows. These mounds right here, you can see going all the way down. They were made when I was digging this out and I was just throwing it up. Now I could just fill it in because if I'm going to be going down there with the wheelbarrow, I need to get through this area right here and it's pretty tough. So we got to fill it in so that then I can pass through here with the wheelbarrow, the dacha. Looks like I'm running out of my chebin, out of my drain rock, but I think I will make it. So this should be about a wheelbarrow load. I'll pick it up and finish off with the drain. All I need is one wheelbarrow load anyways. All right, let's go pick it up and haul it over to the drain field. Okay, I am finished with laying all the drain rock onto the perforated fabric. Let's turn the camera around, show you what it looks like. So I started out today right over here and we got to this corner and then I pushed it all the way down. So the drain rock is covered with the perforated fabric and I hold it down with the bricks, which I will then put the soil on top and everything will be covered up. And this, I didn't cover this up yet, just to show what it looks like. And it's right to the creek. And I still got some left over, which I will take to Vika's rock garden over there. Actually, it'll be used for the border of her little flower garden. All right, so let's quickly cover this up and let's haul this away. There it is, all covered up. The extra drain rock that I had, can put it over here. So this is the border between the lawn and Vika's flower garden. So we're going to keep extending it. And a few days ago, we made a video, a little mini road trip. We wanted to get some larch bark. And I didn't videotape it at the time when we were doing this. So we did this, covered this up. And the thing about the larch bark is that when you put the fines on here, it is so thick that no grass or anything will be growing on it. And then on top, you put the more coarse larch bark and it will hold everything down. And it gives a nice appearance. So we're still gonna have all that right there with the larch bark. And of course, I got the border in. So here it is. And these are our blackcurrant bushes, and they are pretty, like they say in Russian, hustые. There's a lot of them this year. Let's check them out. I mean, this one right here is just falling down. Look at that. So they're still a little bit green. Check that out. So probably in a short while, I don't know, maybe a week or two, we're gonna start picking them. You can spot pick them. Here, we got one right there. Oh, and they taste good. So spot picking right now. Here's a few more. These ones look like they are ready. There. Oh, one not ripe, but these two are. Okay. So that pretty much brings everything to the end today. Before we leave out of here, got one more job to do. And I got to water all the grass that was planted recently and give a little bit of extra water on the grass that came up 2 weeks ago. So, I don't know, it's a monkey job. I don't know, it'll take about 30-40 minutes to get everything all done and then clean up, and I'm out of here. Okay, everything is watered and everything's cleaned up, and Vika is almost ready to go, so time to go. So today was a very productive day. I finally finished that drain field with the chebin and the perforated fabric and have everything all wrapped up. All I got to do is just cover it with the dirt. So hopefully tomorrow, but it's going to be warmer. So maybe that might slow things down. But the thing is, most of it is done. I'm so happy. It's been like 2 years in the making. I dug it out 2 years ago, and then other things basically took more importance. Then last year I thought, okay, I'm going to do it. And other things happened. So this year I'm like, okay, I got to get it done. And here we are. It's done. The grass is planted in most of the areas. So that's pretty good, and it's coming up. And it's looking really good, and I'm watering it so that it will be nice and thick. All right. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment. If you liked it, smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. It is free, doesn't cost anything. Also, ring that little bell or hit that little bell so that every time I upload, usually 2-3 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. It is my summer vacation, so I'm trying to come out here as often as possible. All right, I gotta go. Until the next video, take care. And like I always say, пока-пока.